Hello girly girl, welcome back to my channel. It is Thursday and we are getting ready to have ourselves a productive day today. Yes, it is still summer here in New York City, but girl, it is officially changing to fall. We are starting to feel a little bit, I wouldn't say cold, but it's getting more on the cooler side. And so today I just wanted to feel a little cozy. Business wise, I have to be ready for fall. So I'm having myself some warm lavender matcha. So good. It's my first time actually having a warm lavender matcha. I purchased this beautiful mug from Target more than a year ago, girl, and I just feel like it was perfect enough for me to bring this out today because, as I said, we are going to be doing more fall based business things because, as you know, we have to be ready for the season. And in my opinion, I feel like I'm a tiny bit late because everywhere you look around in all the stores, they're already fall candles out, they're already fall decors. I have gone ahead and purchased a lot of my fall decors as well, which you'll talk about in a whole nother video. So today I needed to get up to speed. I needed to get everything ready for my small business. You guys saw me look about a nice breakfast for my children and I. Nothing fussy, just some protein bagels and my matcha, of course, because you know, girl, you know I'm going to need that energy to get me through the day. So we are going to jump right into one of my favorite things that I love to do when it comes on to my candles, and that is scent pairing and testing. I purchased a whole new set of fragrances for my fall collection, and so that's what we are going to do some pairing today. We are going to put them in the glass vessels so that they can marinate together, and I can see after 24 hours if they are really a good pair for each other. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. So excited for that, oh my god. And of course, for my matcha, I need to develop a whole new matcha menu for my street fairs. So we have quite a few things that we need to get done today. We are going to jump right into it, girl, because it is already some minutes to 12 p.m. So as you know, I'm intentionally starting my mornings a little bit later because in a few days, girl, I'm going to have to be up by 5 a.m. every single weekday going forward. So I'm taking advantage of this last week of freedom, being at home with my two children and not having to wake up so early. So this morning was yet another late morning for me, and either way we are going to get some work done. This is what it's like for me here, being a full-time stay-at-home mom, girl, running my own business and staying on top of things while also not overdoing any of them, right? So if you're wondering, my children are literally on my made bed, which I tell them oftentimes not to sit on after I made my bed. So that's where they are right now, watching their devices, and this is the time that I get to do some work. This is the time when I get to pour into what I love most, and that is working on my small business and figuring things out, how to make life more lucrative for us. That's something that I have figured out over the last few weeks, that instead of me trying to fight my children every single day to be reading a book or to be doing this or to be doing that, and then they're calling me 24/7, girl, I feed them, ensure that they are prepped for the morning, give them their devices, and then I get to do some work. In my opinion, that is balance. That is how I find that I get to do some work, because not only that, sometimes I do fall asleep. I've said this to you guys many times, that when I try to do too much with them in the day, I end up falling asleep in the night, and I find that days would go by and I'm not able to work on my small business effectively, and this really sets me back. So when I do take that time to split my days into sections, where in the mornings I feed them, they get their breakfast, they're prepped, they're clean, they're ready for the day, and I give them their devices, I get to sit around my computer, whether I'm filming, editing, whatever it is, or I'm doing paperwork, whatever. I get to sit around my computer, focus on my small business until it's time for lunch. I'm going to be having this a lot more. This is so good. Oh my god. I really like this lavender matcha warmed. I think I'd like it cold just the same, but I feel like the lavender brings like a nice cozy feeling to the matcha. Really love that. Maybe I should put it on my fall menu. Let's see, girl. Let's see. Okay, so I pulled my hair back finished my matcha because I needed to get really focused on what we're going to be doing right now. It is a very tedious process when it comes on to pairing the scents together. I specifically did not go with Makesy this season because I've heard so many horror stories from other small business owners in the past who makes candles that they are literally the worst when it comes on to providing supplies on time once it reaches the peak candle season, which is fall and winter. So I did not go with Makesy this time around. I went full force with Candle Signs. So we have a lot of Candle Signs fragrances. I love their fragrances. 98% of my fragrances that I used last for my launch was from Candle Signs. However, my core, I would say my signature scent comes from Makesy. It's a mixture, girl. So what I'm going to be doing right now, as I said, is pair the different scents to see what I want each candle to smell like. One of my candles have at least 3 different scents in there. So what I do too, even before I go ahead and I purchase the scents, I make sure that I pair them online first. So I would, like, say for instance, I'm buying a vanilla scent. Vanilla is a very big scent for the fall and winter season. So I just picked up a big bottle of vanilla, but I did not just pick up vanilla. I made sure that I sat down and I figured out exactly what I wanted my candle line to smell like for the cozy season, as well as a specific theme, girl, that I wanted to go with. So what I did was to pair, as I said, online what I would want my vanilla scent to smell like before I even do the purchase. And this also saves me money in the sense where I don't buy a fragrance not liking the fragrance and then one fragrance does not pair well with the other fragrance, girl. I eliminated all of that when I went ahead and made sure that I paired them online first. So now what we're going to do is basically test the real thing, right? I know I do have a paper here that I wrote them down on. I don't even know if I can find it because, oh, here it is. So you guys remember when I say to you that I write on every random piece of paper? This is an envelope that I got in the mail, and that is what my brain told me was okay to write my candle scents on. The pairings. Don't judge me, girl. Don't judge me. I'm getting my life together, okay? I am getting my life together. So that is what I went ahead and I wrote out all the candle fragrance scents that would go well with each other. So what I'm literally going to be doing right now, girl, is to take the Q-tips, and I have these little jars that I purchased from TJ Maxx. So that's what I'm going to put each dab of fragrance oil in using the Q-tips, so that I can basically figure out exactly how I want each candle to smell. I have 5 different candle scents that I'm going to be pairing out. I originally wanted to keep all 8 of my core candle scents, but I find that that would not be a good business decision for me just yet because I'm a very tiny business. I would love to increase my online sales, but I have not done that just yet, and hopefully this fall will be completely different for me in terms of getting a lot more online sales. Like, I want my online sales to be coming in daily, and so because of that I made a decision to minimize my core collection and increase the fall collection, because you know persons are more willing to purchase seasonal candles than the ones that I would consider to be more year-round. So that's why I've decided to up the cozy scents and then just basically stick to like 4 of my major sellers that I've realized that have been doing really well over the last 4 months since I launched my business. This smells so nice. Oh my god, this is the vanilla scent. But what I realized with the vanilla scent is that they mix it with a tiny inch of citrus. It's not overpowering, and that's what I love with the vanilla scent. It is not overpowering. It is not too sweet, because I don't like candles when they're too sweet. This is the one though that I'm a bit about, and that is because the first time I smelled this I did not like it at all. But now that I'm smelling it again, this smells like Jamaican cornmeal porridge. Oh my god. A well spiced cornmeal porridge. That is what this smells like. I'm so excited for this. My first time purchasing this, and I went ahead and I grabbed the big one, and that's why I was so scared, because I was like, oh my god, I purchased the big one. I don't like the smell that I got the first time I opened it, but now I'm like, yeah girl, yeah, this actually smells delicious. I know exactly what this would go well with for my candle line. Now these are the mini ones, a lot of the mini ones that I got as well. This one is, yeah, definitely. Now I must say that my specific candle scents that I like are more so on the cozy, fruity scents for fall and winter. I don't necessarily like the deep, sweet vanilla scent. I like to smell the spice orange, and I like to smell the spice apple, and so those are the type of scents that I am going for. I do have vanilla scents. I do have what do you call, like pie gourmet scents. I do have those, but the major ones that I went for were cozy apple, cozy cranberry. Those are my type of scents that I like, and so those are what I will be doing my candle line on. So just in case you're the type of girly too, or guy, that likes when your candles are more like a spiced fruit type of scent, you're in the right place. You're in the right place. You're in the right place. The scents, you guys realize I'm itching my nose. That is because the candle scents are so strong, and because there's so many. Like I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 candle scents in front of me, so the scent is hitting my nose so hard that I feel like I'm having a slight reaction to it, and that's the reason why I'm itching my nose so much, because girl, having so many candle fragrances right in front of you, it's a lot. I need to get something to dab my nose, literally. It burns. The behind the scenes of the small business diaries that most people don't show. That really burns. But let's move on. The quicker I do it is the faster I'll get over this part. So I learned this trick off YouTube University, where I saw another candle maker. What she did was that she got the Q-tips, as I said. So she just cut the Q-tips so that they could fit properly inside the container. And these are the little vessels that I originally said that I wanted to do my mini candles in. However, after realizing how I wanted my business module to go, very simple, very clean, I've decided that I no longer want to do these mini candles, because it is not, I would say, profitable on my side, based on the fact that I have a really good thing going on with the matcha and the candles. I did not want to complicate my sale process. I just wanted it to be very easy for my customers, where it's literally buy a matcha, get a candle for a certain price. And so I did not want two different sizes at my street fairs. That would have caused some amount of, I would say, second guessing for my customers. So I decided to eliminate these from my pop-up shops, and I only went ahead and I focused on these, which have been a really good hit for me. And so I just do that size, and I've decided to use these for my testing jars. So this right here is a 16, I believe it's a 16 or 17 ounce candle jar. They have a smaller one. I may introduce that for fall, given the fact that I want my online store to pick up a lot, but I have all of those to really sit down. These are the things that I'm really looking forward to concluding once my children start school, or baby girls start school, because I will have these quiet moments to sit down and figure out exactly how I want, Zena, don't do that, baby, how I want certain things to go in terms of my online store and me reaching customers that are not in New York City and can literally visit my street fairs. And also I am very much aware that coming November, December, right back until March of next year, all street fairs will be finished. So I have to find a way how to increase my online sales to support my children and I when the pop-up season ends. And so that's why it's very important for me, girly girl, to take this moment when my children officially start school to be very intentional as to how I move forward with my small business so that I am able to still make a coin and be profitable when the pop-up season ends. So I may be coming out with a smaller one like this, so that if it is that you're interested to purchase from my website, girl, and you're not able to purchase this size, you can go ahead and support me by buying the smaller one as well. So this scent is one of my fruity scents, cozy fruity scents. I did this one first because I'm so excited to smell what the final candle would smell like. I'm super excited for it. So I'm just giving it a little shake, and I need to label it so that I don't forget, girl, what scent is actually in this bottle. So I'm going to use this to label each of the jars to make sure that I don't forget which scent is in which, because I've had that issue before where I went ahead and did a whole set of candle testing and completely forgot which scent was in which jar. So let me write this one before I even forget. A hit. So I'm going to use these very same containers, and I'm going to mix the same fragrances into the wax just to test to see what the final smell is like before I make them into these big containers here for the final sale, girl. Because one thing about me, when I price my candles, I want to ensure that they are 100% worth the price. So I do all the testing. I make sure that I do multiple runs just so that when you do get your candle, girl, you are paying not just for a candle, but you're paying for a top tier luxury candle. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish off all the other scents that I have, and then I'm going to move on to having my lunch, girl, because I'm hungry already.
Couple steps but in slow motion, couple distant oceans like that. Thought that it would heal you, but it's poison now. I thought I lost it. I thought I lost it. I can't lie, can't lie, can't lie, can't lie. I thought I lost it. You don't know how much longer you could walk around and wonder why it gotta be you. Tell me that it ain't true. What's happening to me? Can't nobody see you.
This was more difficult than I thought because I have to put away 4 scents that I will not be using, girl. I do not like the way how they smell again, and so I have decided to scrap those 4 because I really think they smell awful. So I'm down to 1, 2, 3, 4 new scents. Well, it's 5 new scents, but I feel like the middle one is one that I already have. I'm just tweaking it to make it a little bit more of a cozy scent. So this is all finished, girl, and trust me when I say it took longer than what you guys are seeing. And now it's time for us to go look about something to eat. It's lunchtime, girl. hey. It is so late right now. What seems like it was just a clip away for you guys, it is actually 11:44 p.m. My children are obviously asleep. I'm still wearing the same clothes, obviously, because as a mother, your first duty after you have finished your normal work day is to ensure that you take on your children, do whatever it is that you need to do, girl, which is normally a job by itself, to get them into bed so that you can now unwind and get yourself together. So what I'm having here is a very big bowl of ice cream, vanilla bean ice cream with strawberry homemade jello. So good. And the reason why I'm having this so late is because I'm trying to not burden myself with my thoughts, and as I shared in my last video, I'm learning to be more open and transparent as I go through this stage of rebuilding all aspects of my life, so that it may be inspiring to somebody else who may be going through the same thing, and you're like, how come everybody else make it look so glamorous but I'm going through this? No, girl, you're not the only one. We all go through the silent thoughts that goes through our heads. We all have those moments when we're like, God, are we doing the right thing? Or God is like, you need to do something different. And that's what hit me since day, you guys. As I was there planning out the entire fall scent with you guys and I was going through it, I literally could feel that uncomfortable sense of you need to be doing something different. You need to be doing more. God is literally nudging me and showing me visions of things that, or atmospheres that I should be in, and it is very scary, as well as it is very I don't even know the word to use just yet to express how I really can put it together, because it's not that it is not my heart's desire to do such thing. It is me asking God, how am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to step into this thing that you're showing me and you're pushing me to do? I just don't know. And as I said to you guys, last week was one of those times when I was like, okay, God, you showed me this, but how the hell do you expect me to do it? And I feel like that's where the breakdown came emotionally for me. And here I am today, where he's literally coming back and he's saying, yeah, I still expect you to do this thing. I still expect you to walk at a certain level of confidence. And the sad part about it, I must say, is it's the version of me that I lost when I lost everything in my brick and mortar cafe. So him showing me certain visions and certain things that I need to be more forceful in obtaining, I'm like, God, how do you expect me to do this, when the past version of me was like, that seems impossible, and that's what gets me excited to even want to do it. I was that girl. I was the girl who would see the mountain and get excited about the mountain because I know it would literally be impossible to cross. And the fact that I knew it was impossible to cross is the ammunition that would make me so motivated to want to go attempt to cross that mountain, because I was 100% sure, without a doubt in my heart, that I had what it takes to cross it. And I feel like when I made that same attempt with my brick and mortar cafe, and then it somewhat backfired and I lost everything, I lost that deep sense of confidence that I had to do the impossible, or what I would consider out of reach activities. And so having him pushing me to attempt to not be so safe in my small business, not trying to be so what's the word, safe, I would go back to say, not coming out of my comfort zone where this business is concerned. He's like, Octavia, I desire more. Octavia, I desire more. So all I was sitting down today and I was working through the candle fragrances with you guys, all I could literally feel in my spirit was him saying to me, I desire more. And I'm like, yes, God, I know you desire more. I desire more. But what do you expect me to do in this season? I am not at a financial position where I can just get up and just do exactly what you're showing me. So what is it that I'm not doing that I should be doing? And I found myself reaching to a place where I became very disassociated from myself and my emotions. And I stopped filming. I stopped doing everything because once again I felt like I was being pushed into a phase or pushed into things that I know I'm ready for, I know I can do, I know it is the will of God, I know it is my heart's desire, but I just feel restricted. I feel constrained. I feel as though I am not ready, even though I know I am ready. Hope that makes sense. So because of that, I found myself since night really getting upset again, and I was getting quite angry for the fact that, yes God, I know you want me to do this, but what do you expect me to do? I can't do it in a time frame that you're telling me to do it. All of the above. And he was like, girl, calm down, calm down. And so a part of me calming down is to go get myself some ice cream from my freezer with some jello. As I said, look at it, it looks so good. And so I said, okay God, I'm not going to stress myself over it. I'm not going to put the added stress on myself that I have been doing. The fact that he's now more forceful with his voice in my ears, he's making it very clear, very pronounced. He's making sure that I'm hearing exactly what he is saying. I'm like, God, how? And he's saying to me, Octavia, you have done it before. You were that girl who people would go to because you were the fearless one. You were the girl that people would look at and be like, how the hell did she do that? You need to get back that side of you. You need to get it back. You need to put your fear aside in believing that you can't do it, because you can. You are literally holding yourself back because you're telling yourself that you can't do it. And so here I am at some minutes to 12 a.m. in the morning, have not yet taken a shower for the night. And God is like, you got a mission to do. And know that your children is going to school is actually the time that you will be doing it, not what your little mind is telling you that you will be doing, but more so what I have ordained for you to do. And no, it's not a case where you're saying to me, I'm not to do my candles. That is not it. It is something it is something that I cannot share just yet. Something that you guys, is nothing that you would think it is. Trust me, it's nothing that you would think it is. So even if your first guess would be, oh yes, it's another one of that, or it's another this, or it's another that, something that really shakes my confidence in believing that little me, you're expecting little me to do this thing. How? That's more like what I'm talking about. So as I said, it has nothing to do with the fact that I am doing my candles, because my candles are a part of whatever it is that he's telling me to do. It's just that I am struggling in believing that I can do it. I'm struggling in believing that he would choose me out of anybody else in this world to take on such level of task that I seem to don't have the first clue. It's not like I don't know how to do it, and that is where I think I'm doubting myself and the imposter syndrome is chipping in. It's not like I don't know how to do it. I feel like if I had the immediate resources in front of my hand, I would make it happen. And he's like, no, Octavia, that's not faith. That is not faith. That is you playing it safe. That is you stepping out because you know you have the courage or the backative to do it. I want you to step out in faith. I want you to know that I got you every single step of the way. It's not for me to show you the exact step by step process. It's for you to take one step and I'm there. You take another step and I'm there. You take another step and I'm there. And I'm like, God, I'm scared. I'm not emotionally ready for such level of I don't even know, girl. I don't even know. And he's like, yes, Octavia, you may feel like you're not ready, but I know you're ready. So tonight I had to literally just stop filming because I felt as though he was saying to me, you are literally not walking in your purpose 100%. I'm walking in my purpose, just not 100%. And I don't know if you have ever had this encounter before, but when you know that you are not doing that which God has called you to do 100%, it leaves you with such an unfulfilling feeling. It makes you feel so bad. It makes you feel like you are just daunting away, because you're like, God, I know I am called for more. I can feel it to my very bones that more is in me, that it's time for that more. I can feel it. I know it. But that's where the problem is, right at that but. So I'm gonna go have myself my ice cream. I'm gonna be very quiet and still for the rest of the night. I'm going to go take my shower afterwards, and this is basically where I'm going to close off today's vlog with you guys. This is a clear example of what it means when they say, when you have a plan, God has a whole different plan waiting on you. Because my idea of today's vlog was supposed to be completely different from how it ended out, but at the end of the day, one thing I've learned to be, and that is very, very sensitive to the voice of God, as I'm in this new season of rebuilding how I know God wants me to rebuild. Then anything that is not 100% in alignment with what He wants me to focus on, then I'm going to pause, be quiet, and listen to exactly what He needs me to do. So let me go finish my ice cream. Let me not add any stress to myself, because He does not want me to add any stress to myself. And I'm going to take it easy, relax, connect with Him, and get this thing all figured out. And soon, girly girl, very, very soon, if He allows me, you will know exactly what it is. All right, so bye bye now. I will see you in the next one, girly girl, and hopefully I will be able to go with the flow of exactly how I planned out my vlog. Okay, bye.
Calling out my name, say meet me, cities away. Now I go under, hold my breath and flow. Trust the current takes me safe for sure. Now this is my remedy.